Hey.
Hey, Vincent.
Can I have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get my mail about levitating objects?
I was just reading it.
Okay. So I talked to Arthur. He estimated 2 hours to implement it on his side. But yeah, things tend to cascade, so we will time box it. And if it starts to take longer than normal, we will let you know. Okay?
Okay, but you're quite safe that it can be done in this?
Yeah, it's normally just a simple movement of an object, and that's it, and then switching the behavior.
Okay, yeah, then go for it.
Okay, thanks. Hi, my name is Vincent Humene. I work at BFG. I'm a junior level designer, so I've been working on the world and implementing the logic of all the monsters and the pickups and the gathering areas, etc. Shipland is the working title for the new area that we'll be adding to the update. To start from the beginning, eons ago we had a prototype level, but then we wanted to switch to a bigger open world, of course. And from that point, we already made concept arts and decisions to have these big landmarks in the world. One of which is the bent cargo ship on top of a mountain. And when we were first blocking out the road, we already defined this is position, here is the cam. And you could see this big landmark always daunting on you, always give you incentive to go forward. You could see it from the cam then, and have this player goal of where to go. As for the area itself, we have this 3-layer structure. You have the first nest in the beginning. In this low area, you can go up to this huge cliff, which is very vertical, and you climb up this labyrinthic passages where you will fight and get surprises thrown at you until you reach the top of the outpost, which, like always, you will have to cleanse. Once that is done, you can go to the outpost. Like with all the other outposts, you will have to face a guardian. And but once you overcome the guardian, you'll be able to cleanse the crystal and you get your outpost. Once you cleansed it, you can also go up to the boat. But for the moment, that's closed off, as that's content for another update. But don't worry, you can also easily reach the Shipland by the Delta outpost, by a shortcut, which you'll first have to cleanse and open up. From then on, we already did some content there, but in the meanwhile the game evolved further, got more features, got more improved mechanics, and that design from then wasn't working as great as it is now. So, but another thing that was missing from the area was an actual identity, something that made it unique. For that, Eric gave his input, and he wanted to make this more of a walking trail where we can then add these parking spots, picnic tables, and more tourist-friendly spots there. Besides the original definition of the area, we also had, of course, the cargo ship, which allowed for a lot of containers to be in the area. But we also went from our concept art of this broken bridge with an open area filled with big pillars of human-made structures, which are containers. Of course, there will be stuff here, but you will find that out yourself. Hey. Before I'm heading off, I just want to tell you that we tried out the floating cars, and we had a small issue, but Johan will look into it tomorrow morning, so then we know our answer if we will spend more time in it. Well, the object wasn't floating up unless we went into debug mode, clicked on it, and then it was floating up.
Okay, but in worst case, we lost 1 day, right?
2 hours, yeah. So I spent some time on it, couldn't figure it out. Arthur spent some time in it, and then he was like, okay, maybe we should ask Johan about this.
But how big is the risk that we don't make it for the update?
Well, if it doesn't work out, if Johan can't find the issue immediately, we'll drop it, and so we don't waste more time on it. If it is immediately fixed, probably only takes half an hour or something to finish it up, and then we can add it to the level.
But let's say Johan can't fix it fast. Is there a chance that we at least can fix it after the update?
Oh, yeah, sure, if we have the time.
If you have the time. Okay, keep me updated, please. What's going on?
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Have a nice evening. Like always in game development, we are short on time, and we try to do always new stuff and make the things as interesting as possible. The player will have a harder time to open up the area. For that, I added some extra logic coming from the outpost logic, and that was copy-paste, and we had some more objective-like gameplay to it. So, about the outpost, the main goal is cleanse, piston the outpost. From there on, you cleanse the area, and you can teleport to it, and in the future you can then also find something else here. But for now, we close that off, as it's not part of the update. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of containers around with some interesting new mechanics introduced with it. I had to fight for those new mechanics a bit, going to the producer, asking to the coders, asking to the producer if the coders had enough time for that. As for now, I have to go to the producers and ask if I can steal some of the programmers' time for a new feature. Feature creep is always present. Kruger One Konobi, can you help me? But you own me. I saved your daughter during the cyber wars. I need a new feature, a wave spawner, where I can spawn things, but I need a programmer. Can we use a programmer's time?
Because we don't have any coders.
But feature creep is the best thing.
What can we do? Another coder and another feature creep.
But the players love it.
I can give you Niels for half a day. But that's the absolute maximum.
And your kidney.
And a kidney. This is how it feels. Get the power.
Thank you. Nails. Cheated him. I have what I want. And then I got the features and I implemented them. So the area feels more unique, and the fights are more memorable, and the player can remember what happened here instead of having a vague memory of what he did in the area. For example, one of the things I had to fight for was floating cars. These floating cars came from some logic we already had, but adding some extra effort to it. We had our technical artist Arthur just made a small adjustment. We had a new thing in the world. So I have to put forward a design for a feature request where I list down the production cost to it, the possibilities with it, and the effort it will take to make it in the game. Once I have this feature, I can actually implement it, and it is always a good thing to go for easy wins, something impactful without too much production costs. Hey. So,
Hey Vincent.
About levitating objects, I talked to Arthur, and he he told me that you want to look at it. It was just a simple issue with the instances not already being changed, but not the blueprint itself.
That's good news.
So they are working now, and now we're just adjusting the buoyancy a bit, so I can implement them.
Cool. Really happy because I think that will be quite a cool feature for.
It's it's a fluff tint.
Yeah.
And
great. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Winston.
Thanks.
All right. So we are ready now to push the update live. So let's go.
Done.
Perfect.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video to get a better look into how a level is built. So keep on surviving, because I will try everything to make you not survive. Bye.